Okay. Shalom from Jerusalem. This is Uriel LCP, Independent News, Jerusalem. Sir, what is your name?
Mike.
Mike? How are you, Mike?
Fine, thank you.
I have a few questions if you want to answer a few questions for us today. What do you think about the so-called peace agreement between Israel and the so-called Palestinians?
Sucks.
Okay. What do you think about Abu Mazen?
It's a shit.
Okay. Do you know that Abu Mazen is one of the biggest supporters of terrorism here in within Israel and the land they call Palestine?
What? Sorry?
Do you know that Abu Mazen is one of the biggest supporters on terrorism here in Jerusalem?
I know, yeah.
And why do you think that the Israeli government continue to negotiate with a known supporter of terrorism?
Because America tell them.
Oh, because America tells them. Do you know that the Obama administration is actually dictating to Netanyahu to give up parts of Judea and Samaria?
Yeah.
Were you here when the residents of Gush Katif were displaced?
You hear it?
Yeah, in Gush Katif, the Gaza.
Yeah.
You know that how many families, 10, 15, 20,000 families were displaced?
And they don't have a home now. And they promised their homes, money, and now they're stealing, don't know what to do. They don't have the money, don't have a place to go, nothing.
Yeah, I read the numbers, and the numbers tell me that less than 1% of the Gush Katif evacuees that were taken from Gush Katif, the Gaza area, they don't have, as of today, their own properties. They actually are actually renting from somebody else. So, what do you think Israel should do in regards to Hamas and Abu Mazen?
Shut down all the supporters, money, and tell them that they have to be in Jordan, not here. This is not their place. That's it.
Okay, and one final question, and are you willing, as a Jew, as an Israeli citizen, are you willing to give up your piece of land to accommodate terrorists like Abu Mazen and his thugs in Ramallah?
No.
So you are against any so-called peace agreement?
Yes.
And to finish with this, the Torah in the book of Devarim, chapter 7, it says not to negotiate with the enemy.
Exactly.
And we are a so-called Torah observant nation, and we are not following the Torah.
Because we're not so Jews. And we don't believe in the Torah 100%. If the government will believe in the Torah, the world will be something else.
I threw that question to you because, you know, I read the Torah, I know what it says about giving up the land to the enemy, and it says not to negotiate any part of the land at all. But on yesterday's Netanyahu speech to the U.S. Congress, he mentioned that he's willing to give land to the enemies that have fired over 12,000 rockets to the Sderot, Negev, Ashkelon, and actually they have reached as far as Beersheba. So I say no land for peace, and I say we should go back to Torah and observe Torah, and then hopefully the Mashiach will come and we will be ruled by one king, and that'll be the God of Israel. Anyway, this is Uriel, LCP, Independent News, Jerusalem, Israel. If you'd like to support our work here, you can give via PayPal to Judah, JUDAH92@gmail.com, or you can call us directly to Israel to area code 972-52-635-7088, or you can call us in the U.S., area code USA 321-593-0960. And remember, Sha'alu Shalom Yerushalayim, pray, inquire for the peace of Jerusalem. Shalom. This is Uriel, LCP, Independent News, Jerusalem. Shalom.